Welcome to my channel, Cold Mind. Like, share and subscribe. Beautiful Wladek, post-World War II serial killer. Beautiful Wladek confessed to 30 murders. He gave the first victim a potassium cyanide sandwich. He had wealthy friends, he knew security service officers, he was a regular customer of elegant restaurants and cafes. He lived in a luxurious tenement house in the center of Krakow. He was torn by two great passions: women and cards. He needed a lot of money for them, which was extremely difficult in the poor post-war years. To get cash, he killed Władysław Mazurkiewicz, 46, confessed to over 30 murders, although only 6 were proven. All post-war Poland lived through this process. For over a year, from the end of 1955 to January 1957, the matter was on the front pages of Polish newspapers. Władysław Mazurkiewicz, a multiple murderer from Krakow, was sentenced to death by hanging. The sentence was carried out on January the 29th, 1957 at 4:30 p.m. in Krakow, in prison at Montelupi Street. What did he say before his death, and how did his criminal career begin? He murdered during World War II. Beautiful Władysław murdered for money according to a fixed pattern. He selected rich residents of Krakow who needed to exchange foreign currency in the 1950s. He organized meetings with fictitious contractors for them. He took potential clients out of the city and murdered them there. He served them poisoned food or killed them with a pistol shot. Beautiful Władysław was born on January the 31st, 1911 in Krakow. Władysław Mazurkiewicz acquired his property during the German occupation, plundering Jewish property after the liquidation of the Krakow ghetto. He was then just over 30 years old. He was suspected of being a Gestapo informant. He probably killed the first time in 1940. It was a person of Jewish origin. It is also certain that in May 1943 he made his first mistake. He prepared a ham sandwich stuffed with potassium cyanide for Tadeusz B., who offered to sell gold coins. After the first bite, the trader tasted strange and stopped eating. It saved his life. However, he did not go to the police because he was afraid of Mazurkiewicz's revenge. In December 1943, Władysław met with Tadeusz Z., who was selling dollars. Mazurkiewicz took him outside the city to meet an alleged merchant. On the way, he offered the trader tea mixed with vodka and poison. Tadeusz Z. died before his eyes. Beautiful Władysław robbed dollars and threw the body of the murdered man into the vistula. The witnesses were afraid of him. After the war, he continued his murderous activities. All the time, however, he made sure that people thought well of him. He also solicited for his highly placed friends. He boasted about contacts with the owners and buyers of leather, gold and diamonds. He got away with the murders for many years. The witnesses were afraid to testify because they knew that Mazurkiewicz had high-ranking friends and that he was safe. Whatever he did, he would never end up behind bars. That was the reasoning. It was like that until the end of 1955. He crashed after another inept robbery. Instead of killing him, he only injured one of his contractors. He was quickly arrested. The trial began on May 6, 1956, breaking records of popularity. Newspapers with descriptions of the trial sold brilliantly. During the trial, Mazurkiewicz went out of sight, abandoned by everyone. An hour after the reading of the judgment had begun, the words expected by many fell. Mazurkiewicz was sentenced to death six times. Moments later, there was stormy applause. The executioner put a noose around his neck on January the 31st, 1957, exactly on his 46th birthday. Just before the execution, he said, "Goodbye, gentlemen, we will all meet there soon." Beautiful Wladek took the secret of his many years of impunity to his grave. Thanks for watching. Remember to like, share and subscribe. Please also hit the bell button so you won't miss any new content, and if you can afford it, support my channel. PayPal link in description.